Right now, at this very moment, something extraordinary is happening. You're breathing, your heart is beating, and most importantly, you're alive. But are you truly living? Look at your hands. These are the hands that can rebuild your entire life. Look at your mind. It's the powerhouse that can transform every single thing about your existence. The time for waiting is over. The time for excuses has passed. You see, most people spend their entire lives waiting for the perfect moment. They wait for permission. They wait for the right circumstances. They wait until they feel ready. But here's the truth that will set you free. This moment, right here, right now, is your life-changing moment. I'm not here to give you comfortable words or easy solutions. I'm here to shake you awake. Because the most dangerous thing in life isn't failure. It's sleeping through your own existence. Your life is your responsibility. Not your parents, not your partners, not your bosses, yours. Every decision you've made, every choice you've avoided, every dream you've postponed, it all stops today. This isn't just another motivational talk. This is your wake-up call. This is the moment where everything changes. Because you're not just going to listen, you're going to act. You're not just going to nod, you're going to move. The power to transform your life isn't coming tomorrow. It's already inside you, waiting to be unleashed. The question is, are you ready to wake up and take it? Stop for a moment. Take a hard look at where you are right now. Not where you want to be, not where others think you should be, but where you actually are. This is your starting point. This is your truth. Many of you are sitting in comfort zones that have become prisons. You're surrounded by familiar walls of excuses, decorated with someday dreams and if only regrets. You've settled for less than what you're capable of, and you know it. You feel it in your bones every morning when you wake up. Let me tell you something powerful. Your current situation is not your final destination, but you can't change what you won't acknowledge. You can't fix what you won't face. Start asking yourself the tough questions. Why do you stay in that job that drains your soul? Why do you keep relationships that pull you down? Why do you make promises to yourself that you never keep? What dreams have you buried under the weight of daily routine? Your habits are either lifting you up or pulling you down. There's no middle ground. That TV show you watch every night instead of building your business, that's a choice. Those hours you spend scrolling through social media instead of developing your skills, that's a choice. Those excuses you make instead of hitting the gym, that's a choice. But here's what most people won't tell you. Your limiting behaviors aren't your identity. They're just patterns. Patterns can be broken. Habits can be changed. Lives can be transformed. Take inventory of your life right now. Your time, where does it really go? Your energy, what truly drains it? Your potential, what's holding it back? Your fears, what keeps you paralyzed? The gap between where you are and where you want to be isn't filled with time. It's filled with decisions. Small decisions. Daily decisions. Moment by moment decisions that either move you forward or hold you back. Your comfort zone feels safe, but it's a false safety. Real safety comes from being able to adapt, grow, and overcome. Real safety comes from being strong enough to face any challenge life throws at you. This is your reality check. This is your moment of truth. Don't rush past it. Don't minimize it. Don't excuse it. Face it. Own it. Because only when you truly understand where you are can you begin to change where you're going. Listen carefully, because what I'm about to tell you will shake the foundation of everything you believe about yourself. You're not an accident. Your life is not random. You were born with a specific set of abilities that nobody else in this world has in exactly the same way. Think about this. Out of billions of people who have ever lived, there has never been and will never be another you. Your fingerprints, unique. Your DNA, unique. Your way of thinking, your natural talents, your perspective on life, all unique. This isn't just beautiful, it's purposeful. But here's the tragedy I see every day. People dying with their greatest gifts still inside them. People reaching the end of their lives wondering, what if? The cost of unfulfilled potential isn't just personal, it's global. Every time you don't step into your purpose, the world loses something it desperately needs. You weren't born to just pay bills and die. You weren't created to simply exist. You were born to contribute something specific to this world. Your frustrations, they're pointing to your purpose. The things that bother you about the world, they're showing you what you're meant to fix. That burning feeling you get when you see something that could be better, that's not random. That fire in your belly when you think about what could be, that's not just emotion, that's direction. Your purpose isn't some mysterious thing hiding from you. It's been speaking to you your entire life. But purpose without action is just potential. And potential without expression is waste. You need to move from knowing to doing, from thinking to acting, from planning to executing. Start small, but start now. What makes you lose track of time? What problems do you solve naturally? What do people always ask you for help with? What would you do even if you weren't paid for it? Your answers to these questions aren't just idle thoughts, they're clues to your purpose. But here's what most people miss. Purpose isn't found, it's built. It's created through action, through service, through daily choices to use your gifts. You don't need to see the whole staircase to take the first step. You don't need to have it all figured out to begin. What you need is to start moving in the direction of your authentic self. Every step you take toward using your natural abilities is a step toward your purpose. The world doesn't need another copy. It doesn't need you to be a second-rate version of someone else. It needs you to be a first-rate version of yourself. Your specific combination of talents, experiences, and perspectives is your toolkit for changing the world. The time for playing small is over. The time for hiding your gifts is done. Your purpose is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Not just for you, but for everyone your life is meant to touch. Remember, living on purpose isn't about being perfect. It's about being authentic. It's not about doing everything. It's about doing your thing, your unique contribution, your specific role. Now that you understand your purpose, it's time to build a foundation strong enough to support your dreams. Because dreams without foundation are just wishes, and wishes don't change lives, actions do. First, let's talk about vision. Not some vague idea of success, but a clear, specific picture of what you're building. You need to be so clear about your vision that you could wake up at 3 a.m. and still describe it in detail. Write it down, make it real, put it where you can see it every single day. Your vision needs to be bigger than your current circumstances. If your vision doesn't scare you a little, it's not big enough. If it doesn't make you slightly uncomfortable, it's not going to push you to grow. But remember, vision without action is hallucination. This brings us to your daily habits. Your life right now is the sum total of your daily habits. Want to know where you'll be in 5 years? Look at what you do every day. These small actions might seem insignificant, but they're the building blocks of your future. Let's get practical. Your morning routine isn't just about starting your day. It's about setting your life's direction. The first hour of your day programs your mind for the next 23 hours. What are you feeding your mind first thing in the morning? What actions are you taking to move toward your vision before the world starts making demands on your time? Your environment shapes you more than you realize. Look around your space right now. What does it tell you about your commitment to excellence? Is your space organized for success or chaos? Is it designed for growth or comfort? Your environment isn't neutral. It's either supporting your goals or sabotaging them. Now, the hardest truth, you need to evaluate your relationships. Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. The people around you are either lifting you up or pulling you down. There's no middle ground. This isn't about being cold or calculating. It's about being intentional. Ask yourself, who are the 5 people you spend the most time with? What are their goals? What are their daily habits? Are they building something meaningful with their lives? Do they challenge you to grow or comfort you in mediocrity? Your relationships need to be restructured around your vision. Some people will need to be loved from a distance. Others will need to be brought closer. This isn't easy, but necessary growth rarely is. Your foundation also includes your knowledge base. What are you learning? How are you growing? Your mind needs daily nourishment just like your body. Reading isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Learning isn't optional, it's crucial. Create systems that make success inevitable. Set up your environment for productivity. Create routines that support your goals. Build habits that make good choices automatic. Surround yourself with growth-minded people. Your new foundation isn't built in a day, but it is built daily. Every choice you make either strengthens or weakens this foundation. Every habit either builds it up or tears it down. Remember, you're not just building a better day, you're building a better life. You're not just changing habits, you're changing your future. This foundation isn't just about supporting where you are, it's about supporting where you're going. The foundation you're building today will determine what's possible tomorrow. Make it strong, make it solid, make it worthy of the dreams you're going to build on top of it. Your mind is the control center of your entire life. What happens in your mind determines everything that happens in your world. But here's the truth most people never grasp. You have the power to control your thoughts. Your mind isn't a wild horse that can't be tamed. It's a powerful tool waiting for the right instructions. Most people live their entire lives as victims of their own thinking. They let every random thought direct their emotions, their actions, their results. But you're about to learn something different. You're about to take control. Listen carefully. Every thought you think is creating your future. Those quiet whispers in your mind, they're blueprints. That voice that tells you what you can or can't do, it's building your reality. But here's the good news, you can change that voice. Start catching your negative self-talk. I'm not good enough becomes I'm growing and improving every day. I can't do this becomes I'm learning how to do this. It's too late becomes my time is now. What if I fail becomes what if I succeed? Your brain believes what you tell it most. It doesn't know the difference between truth and lies. It only knows what you feed it consistently. Feed it strength. Feed it possibility. Feed it victory. Fear isn't your enemy, it's your compass. When fear shows up, it's pointing to where you need to grow. But most people use fear as an excuse to stop. You're going to use it as a signal to push forward. Every time fear rises up, that's your cue to take action. Build your mental strength like you would build physical strength. Start with small challenges. Increase the weight gradually. Push past comfort zones daily. Celebrate small victories. Learn from setbacks. Your mind needs training just like your body. You wouldn't expect to lift heavy weights without training your muscles. Why expect to handle life's challenges without training your mind? Create a mental workout routine. 10 minutes of visualization every morning. Daily affirmations that align with your goals. Regular reading that feeds your growth. Meditation to strengthen your focus. Gratitude. Practice to maintain perspective. Understand this. Mental strength isn't about never feeling negative emotions. It's about not letting those emotions control your actions. It's about feeling the fear and doing it anyway. Feeling the doubt and moving forward anyway. Feeling the uncertainty and taking action anyway. Your thoughts will try to run wild. Let them, but don't chase them. Don't believe every thought you think. Question them, challenge them, change them when they don't serve your purpose. Remember, your mind is like a garden. Weeds will grow automatically, but flowers need to be planted intentionally. What are you planting in your mind? What seeds of greatness are you nurturing? What weeds of doubt are you allowing to grow? The battle for your future is won or lost in your mind first. Win there and you'll win everywhere. Master your thoughts and you'll master your life. Now it's time to turn everything we've discussed into concrete action. Knowledge without action is useless. Understanding without implementation is worthless. Your transformation starts with what you do next. Let's start with your morning. The first 2 hours of your day set the tone for everything that follows. Your new morning routine isn't just about being productive, it's about becoming unstoppable. 5 a.m., wake up, no snooze button. That's your first victory. 5:15 a.m., physical movement, wake up your body to wake up your mind. 5:45 a.m., read something that feeds your goals. 6:15 a.m., plan your day with intention. 6:30 a.m., work on your most important goal. But here's the key. This isn't about copying someone else's routine. It's about creating a system that works for you. The time doesn't matter as much as the sequence. The sequence doesn't matter as much as the consistency. Your goals need a system, not just writing them down, building a complete structure around them. Weekly planning sessions and daily progress checks, monthly reviews, quarterly adjustments. Break every goal into bite-sized pieces. Yearly goals into quarterly targets. Quarterly targets into monthly objectives, and monthly objectives into weekly tasks into daily actions. Create an accountability structure that makes failure nearly impossible. Find an accountability partner who won't accept your excuses. Join or create a mastermind group and share your goals publicly. Set up consequences for not following through. Track everything. What gets measured gets improved. Keep a daily success journal. Record your progress in specific numbers. Take progress photos if it's a physical goal. Document your journey. Your phone has a step counter. Your bank has a money counter. What counters have you set up for your dreams? Start tracking. Hours spent on your goals. Actions taken toward your vision. Small wins along the way. Lessons learned from setbacks. Set up triggers in your environment. Put your workout clothes next to your bed. Keep your reading material where you'll see it. Set up reminders on your phone. Create visual cues for your goals. Remember, motion is an action. Being busy isn't the same as being productive. You need focused, intentional action that moves you directly toward your goals. Create a not-to-do list. Activities that waste your time. People who drain your energy. Habits that hold you back. Excuses that keep you stuck. Your action steps need to be specific. Exactly what needs to be done. Measurable. How you'll know it's done. Achievable within your current capabilities. Relevant. Directly connected to your goals. Time-bound with a clear deadline. This isn't about perfection. It's about progression. You won't get it all right at first, but you'll learn, you'll adjust, you'll improve. The key is to start now and adjust as you go. Success isn't a solo sport. The idea of the self-made person is a myth. Every successful person has a network, a support system, a group of people who help them along the way. Your network will determine your net worth, not just financially, but in every area of life. Start looking at relationships strategically. This isn't about using people. It's about creating value for others while building connections that help everyone grow. Think about it. Who do you need to know to get where you want to go? Who already has the knowledge you need? Who's already achieved what you're trying to achieve? Your relationships need 3 levels. Mentors who've been where you're going. Peers who are on the same journey. Students whom you can teach and guide. Find mentors in creative ways. Read their books, listen to their podcasts, attend their seminars, study their methods. But don't just seek successful people. Seek successful people with character. Success without character is a ticking time bomb. Look for people who keep their word, lift others up, share their knowledge, take responsibility for their actions. Learn how to turn failures into networking opportunities. Share your lessons learned. Ask for advice from those who failed similarly. Connect with others who are overcoming similar challenges. Use setbacks as chances to show your character. Build your community intentionally. Join professional organizations. Create mastermind groups. Attend industry events. Participate in online communities. But remember this, networking isn't about collecting contacts. It's about building relationships. It's not about how many business cards you have. It's about how many people would take your call at 2 a.m. if you needed help. Give before you take. Serve before you ask. Build bridges before you need them. The strongest networks are built on a foundation of genuine value creation and authentic connection. Your network is your net worth. Your circle of influence will determine your circle of impact. Choose wisely. Build intentionally. Connect authentically. Money is a tool, not a target. Most people spend their lives chasing money, but smart people make money chase them. It's time to rebuild your entire relationship with money from the ground up. First, destroy the old mindset. Money isn't evil. Wealth isn't wrong. Abundance isn't limited. Success isn't selfish. Your bank account is nothing but a receipt for the value you've created in others' lives. Want more money? Create more value. Solve bigger problems. Help more people. Serve at a higher level. Start treating your personal finances like a business. Track every dollar. Budget with purpose. Cut unnecessary expenses. Invest in growth. Your money needs a mission. Emergency fund first, 6 months of expenses. Investment in your skills. Investment in your business. Investment in your future. Create your wealth building system. Save 30% of everything you earn. Invest 20% in your personal growth. Put 10% into passive income streams. Live on the rest, but live smart. Multiple streams of income aren't optional anymore. Your main job or business, side projects, investments of passive income opportunities. But here's the key. Don't just focus on making money, focus on keeping it, growing it, multiplying it. Your money should make babies, and those babies should make more babies. Invest in yourself first. Books that expand your mind, courses that build your skills, tools that multiply your effectiveness, relationships that open doors. Remember, rich people buy assets. Poor people buy liabilities. An asset puts money in your pocket. A liability takes money out. Know the difference. Your financial reconstruction isn't just about money. It's about freedom. Freedom to choose. Freedom to grow. Freedom to make an impact. Life will test your commitment. It will throw obstacles in your path. It will try to break your spirit. But remember this. The size of your success is determined by the size of your persistence. Every major success story is really a story of persistence. Behind every overnight success are years of unwavering dedication. Years of showing up when nobody was watching. Years of working when nobody was applauding. Understand this. Setbacks aren't failures. They're feedback. Every no brings you closer to a yes. Every closed door leads to an open one. Every obstacle is an opportunity to prove how badly you want your dreams. You don't need motivation every day. You need commitment. Motivation is like a hot shower. It feels good but doesn't last. Commitment is what gets you through when motivation fades. It's what makes you show up even when you don't feel like it. Your persistence needs to be bigger than your excuses. Your commitment needs to be stronger than your comfort zone. Your determination needs to outweigh your doubts. Keep your eyes on your vision when the path gets hard. Remember why you started when the journey gets tough. Focus on progress, not perfection. Movement, not speed. Because here's the truth. The only real failure is giving up. Everything else is just learning. Everything else is just growing. Everything else is just becoming stronger. Stand up right now. Yes, physically stand up. This isn't just another speech you've heard. This is the moment everything changes. Your future is being written right now with every decision you make. You have two choices. Walk out of here the same person you came in as, or make a decision that this is your moment, your turning point, your line in the sand. Take out your phone, open your calendar, schedule your morning routine for tomorrow, not next week, not when you feel ready, tomorrow. Write down your first 3 actions, small steps, doable steps, but steps that must be taken. Because a year from now, you'll wish you had started today. Your legacy isn't something you leave behind. It's something you build every single day with every choice, every action, every moment. This is your time. This is your moment. This is your life, calling you to rise up, to break free, to become who you were meant to be. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for perfect. Don't wait for someday. Your time is now. Stand up. Step up. Start now. The world is waiting for what only you can do.